Hello and welcome. I'm Ethan or the E-Reader. This is season 1, episode 50 of the E-Reader podcast. And today, this is my midway review of The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. Hello and welcome back to my hello and welcome back to my channel. Just want to get your attention, make your attention go to the 50th episode. That's crazy. And I've only done that like 5 months, which that's insane. That's like 10 episodes a month or something like that. But nothing special. Well, kind of special. It's midway review of Hero of Ages. Started the series in March and read book 1 and 2 in March and just finally getting to Hero of Ages in May. And this is my midway review. So my whole book review will probably come out, I'm guessing tomorrow or Thursday. Probably Thursday. I don't think I can read 300 pages in a day, but probably Thursday or Friday. Well, that's what I'm guessing here. But depends if I'm busy or not. So yeah, this whole video will contain spoilers um for the Hero of Ages. My whole book review won't contain spoilers, so if you come back in a day or two, um you can see my review of the book without spoilers. But today there are going to be spoilers of this book. So yeah. Um I absolutely So spoilers, please leave if you haven't read the first half of the book. I'm going till page 375 of the mass market paperback edition, and it's chapter 41. Gonna try to make this quick. I have a few points written down here. Absolutely loved the first half. I think this is my favorite first half of the whole series. I like this first half more than the first half of the first book and the second book. It's just so much happened and so much information you're given and so much character growth, and it just I loved it so much. I just have a few points I want to go through. I There's a hat trick mention. If you don't, there's a hat trick in hockey where like if you score 3 goals. And I just thought that was a little weird because do they have some sort of sport that's a hat trick, and do they have, like, obviously they have hats, but I don't know. I just wanted to write that down because that was a bit weird. Uh, that's kind of obscure, a note written down. But next point that I wrote down was I love the paragraphs before the chapters. If you notice, in there's a paragraph before every chapter in every book in the Mistborn trilogy, and they just give you, it reminds me of like kind of like a Bible verse or something like that. Um, yeah, just it's really cool, and you get a lot more information from those, and I really really enjoyed reading those, even though it's a small snippet. I know Dune has those. I started that book, didn't finish it, like many books I read. Or so the next point I'm going to talk about is Spook lots of page time. So I noticed this. Spook gets a lot of page time in this book. Like in the first half, he gets a lot. Like I would say probably 50 to 75 pages of just his perspective, which I kind of find a little suspicious because he's barely in the first book, and I don't even think he's in the second book at all, except he goes to the mountains, like if he runaways or something. But I just find that very suspicious, and I'm making a bold statement here. Haven't read it. I haven't even read the rest of the book. This is my first time reading this book. I have a theory. I think he's gonna have a big part in the end game of this book of the series. Well, this is the last book. I think that he's gonna have a big part because he has so much page time. They're not just gonna Brandon's not just gonna throw him away, and he's not gonna be in the second half. I think he's gonna have a big part in the ending of defeating Ruin, the mythical spirit thing. No spoilers in the comments, or I will be not happy. Um, Next point is I love different perspectives. I already talked about that. Well, not really, but the first half of the book has like different perspectives. Like every chapter, you're jumping from Tensoon in the prison kind of place where he killed one of his kind, which I love Tensoon. He's just so That's my next point actually. Tensoon is just such a good character. Second book I didn't like, he wasn't really that big. In this book he really, really grew on me, and I really like his character in this book. But perspectives, I you go from Tensoon to Spook. trying to help the other people save the girl or something, and then he was in there. Oh, I also just want to talk about such a cool scene of Kelsier coming to him and giving him pewter power. That's another reason why I think he's gonna be big because he he is pewter. He's not a Mistborn, but he has two elements, which is really cool. So we go so back to the perspectives. You have Spook, Tensoon, and then you go back to Vin and Sazed and Breeze were separate at one time. So I like the different perspectives. Some people might not like that, but I love different perspectives in books. So the next point is Sazed tries to find faith. Um, I really like this finding kind of faith or finding a religion that Sazed thinks like he is real, because that's like really true. Like many people in this world are trying to find something to believe in, and I really like that. That's a really relatable thing that Sazed is trying to do. So I really like that. A couple more points here. Breeze is happy with his with girl, so I like to see Breeze happy. He's one of my favorite characters. He's just really funny, and yeah, I love the different plots. So this is kind of like the perspectives. I love seeing the different plots. Like Tensoon has a different plot. He's trying to escape the prison, which I got to the part where he just escaped is gonna go to Vin. And then you have Spook um trying to trying to deal with him using too much tin, and then trying to help these people get the girl out of the house that's going to be set on fire. And then you have Vin and Ellen who are trying to break into Fadrix, I think it's called, and get to the kind of cache, I think it's called, or like a basement kind of place with they think it's ATM in it. So I like the different plots, which is really cool, and I really like that. And uh and then I'm assuming all these plots will join into one plot at the end. And yeah. And my last point is Spook chapters are my favorite. I love the Spook chapter. Spook is my favorite character. I think he is. He's just such a lovable character. He's so kind of naive, but he's also really smart at the same time. And I like that. So his chapters are my favorite. So that's all the points. I just really enjoyed the first half. If you can't tell already, the characters are just so amazing. And I haven't been with I haven't read a Brandon Sanderson in 2 months since I read the second book in the Mistborn series, and I fell in love, and I'm probably gonna finish this tomorrow or Thursday, which is exciting. So probably come back to my channel on Thursday, and I'll have a review it. So thanks for listening. I'm Ethan or the E-Reader. This has been season 1, episode 50 of the E-Reader podcast. This has been my midway review of The Year of Ages, the last book in the Mistborn series by Brandon